Have you ever wondered who the ultimate symbol of wisdom and strategy in Greek mythology is? It's not a fierce, muscle-bound god, but a brilliant goddess born in the most extraordinary way imaginable. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and so much more. Imagine this: Zeus, the king of the gods, has a splitting headache. But this isn't just any migraine. From his forehead, a fully grown, armor-clad warrior goddess emerges, letting out a powerful battle cry. That's Athena, and her birth story alone tells you she's no ordinary deity. This unique origin sets her apart, making her a direct extension of Zeus's divine wisdom and authority. She wasn't born of a mother in the traditional sense. She was born from pure thought, from the mind of the most powerful god. This makes her the embodiment of intellect, reason, and strategic brilliance right from her very first breath. Now, when we think of a god of war, Ares usually comes to mind, the god of bloodlust, violence, and chaotic battle. But Athena represents a completely different side of conflict. She is the goddess of strategic warfare, while Ares charges in with brute force. Athena is the master tactician, the one who wins battles before they even begin. She stands for discipline, thoughtful planning, and the kind of courage that comes from intelligence, not just aggression. She teaches us that the greatest victories are won not with brawn but with brains. Her domain isn't just the battlefield, it's the war room, the council of generals, the mind of the leader who outsmarts their opponent. She's the patron of calculated moves and well-executed plans, proving that true strength lies in foresight and control. But Athena's influence extends far beyond war. She was a true Renaissance goddess, a patron of all things civilized and creative. She championed the arts, inspiring sculptors and architects. She was the force behind technological innovation, guiding the hands of craftsmen and inventors. Think of the loom for weaving, the potter's wheel, the chariot, and the shipbuilder was said to be under her divine protection. She was also a lover of philosophy and justice, inspiring the great thinkers and lawgivers of ancient Greece. This dual nature is what makes her so compelling. She can lead an army to a strategic victory in the morning and inspire a breathtaking piece of art in the afternoon. She shows us that wisdom isn't confined to one area. It's a holistic force that improves every aspect of human life, from how we fight to how we create and govern. One of the most famous stories about Athena is the contest for the patronage of a great city, a city that would one day bear her name. She competed against her uncle Poseidon, the mighty god of the sea. The challenge was simple: whoever could give the city the better gift would become its patron. Poseidon, with his powerful trident, struck the Acropolis, and a spring of salt water gushed forth. It was a dramatic display of power, symbolizing naval might and dominance. But was it useful for the people? Not so much. Then, it was Athena's turn. With quiet grace, she planted a seed that grew into the very first olive tree. This gift was a game changer. The olive tree provided food, oil for lamps and cooking, and wood for building. More than that, the olive branch became a universal symbol of peace and prosperity. The people and the gods recognized the profound wisdom in her gift. It wasn't about flashy power. It was about providing long-term sustenance, peace, and a foundation for civilization. And so, the city was named Athens in her honor. This story perfectly encapsulates her character. She doesn't just offer power, she offers the tools for a thriving, peaceful society. Athena wasn't just a distant goddess sitting on Mount Olympus. She was deeply involved in the lives of mortals, especially the heroes. She was a divine mentor, a guide who used her wisdom to help heroes navigate their perilous quests. Think of Odysseus, the clever king of Ithaca. During his 10-year journey home from the Trojan War, Athena was his constant protector and advisor. She disguised him, gave him cunning ideas, and guided him through seemingly impossible challenges, from facing the Cyclops to dealing with the suitors who had overrun his home. Then there's Perseus, the hero tasked with slaying the Gorgon Medusa, whose gaze turned men to stone. Athena didn't fight the battle for him. Instead, she gave him the tools and the strategy for success. A highly polished bronze shield to use as a mirror, so he wouldn't have to look directly at Medusa. She empowered him with knowledge, the most powerful weapon of all. And let's not forget Heracles. Even the strongest man in the world needed Athena's sharp intellect to complete his 12 labors, like when she helped him figure out how to defeat the Stymphalian birds. Through these stories, Athena teaches a vital lesson. Courage and strength are important, but when combined with wisdom and strategy, they become unstoppable. So what does Athena mean to us today, thousands of years later? Her legacy is as powerful as ever. She remains an immortal symbol of wisdom, the kind of calm, collected intelligence that sees the bigger picture. She represents the courage to think before you act, to choose strategy over brute force, and to value knowledge above all else. In a world that often feels chaotic and impulsive, Athena is a timeless reminder that our greatest strength lies within our minds. She encourages us to be the heroes of our own lives, not through physical might, but through thoughtful decision-making, creativity, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. Her story reminds us that true, lasting power comes not from the sword, but from the mind that wields it. She is the eternal champion of intelligent courage and foresight. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the world of Athena. If you enjoyed learning about the goddess of wisdom, Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into mythology. Let me know in the comments which mythological figure you want to see next. See you in the next video.